G'day ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Sergeant Wombat. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. How are we all doing? It is a lovely sunset time of day and it's a bit nippy, but I thought we'd get out and do a little ride as today I have some time, and tomorrow, well, I may not, as it is a day I will potentially be going on to a TV show, which I don't know if I'm allowed to go into too much detail about it, but hey, when I'm allowed to say much, or when I find out about it, I'll let you know, alright? But that should be fun. But alas, I have a topic in mind today, because as it's getting into the summer months of Australia, we're going to be getting some new riders coming onto the road, and god damn, the conditions of this road needs to be refinished. Ooh. And what I'm about to tell you is a bit of a morbid thing, I think most people think about when it comes to riding. And when it comes to what you should do before you get your license, alright? So most people will tell you maybe no to this if you're a nervous or scared person. But you know what? If you're nervous or scared, this is precisely what you should be doing, because it will really give you a grip of, about if you're really made for riding or if you're not, okay? I did this before I started riding, and believe you me, it made a difference. So without further ado, if you're new around here, do subscribe to the channel, man. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe and all that gnarly stuff, and join the Discord, because if you want to say g'day to your boy, I'll be in there, alright? Anyway, so one of the biggest tips I will ever give a new rider, and I have given new riders, including friends, is that if you're not looking to buy a bike yet, or if you're about to, spend some time, and I mean really spend some time, watching videos about the one thing you're not going to want to hear. And that, my friends, is watching videos of accidents or near accidents. Now, I'm not talking about fatalities and people speeding and crashing into things at like a few hundred kilometers an hour. I'm talking your like dash cam sort of video, but one of those ones, okay? When people have either a low side, maybe a high side, someone pulling out in front of them when they're doing regular legal behaviors, okay? And you will quickly learn that even in those videos, most of the almost accidents happen because a lot of the guys who crash, or girls, is because they're riding like dickheads, okay? It's pretty simple stuff to avoid. But I spent about 3 months watching YouTube videos of people crashing before I fully pulled the pin on buying a bike, and I'm glad I did, because sometimes the best way to learn is through failure, okay? And fortunately, the people on the YouTube have had more than enough crashes into things or falling over or drops to teach them, and therefore teach you, because sure, you won't get the hands-on skill of practice, which is one thing, and like fair enough, but I would much rather learn how to avoid an accident by someone else having someone pull out in front of somebody else instead of me, you get? Because I can tell you it's a little bit cheaper and less painful when someone else crashes instead of you. So go on YouTube, watch your videos, and really hammer down on and looking. Now, obviously, watch them a few times. Don't just watch the crash happen, okay? It's fine, but you want to learn and watch why said crashes happen. Now, a lot of these crashes happen because either it's rider inexperience or rider ego, and I'm going to tell you, like most cases, that's what's going to make you crash. Yes, I know there are other cases where unprepared people pull out and whatnot. That doesn't happen as much as you think it does. Yes, it happens, and you still need to be ready for it, but a lot of the crashes that happen, say, in the built-up areas of places, no, I'm not talking about in the countryside where animals just jump out of nowhere or whatnot, but in places like where I'm riding right now in the video, people don't tend to just crash in suburbs because people are, you know, stupid. They crash because the rider themselves is riding like a knob, and look, I'm not going to advocate for it. I try to ride pretty safely when I'm riding around, but if you're going to ride like a dickhead and then crash and then whinge about it, shut your mouth, all right? I don't have sympathy for you. If you're riding like a dickhead in these kind of places, suburbs and whatnot, and the speed limit says 60 and you're going 100 and someone pulls out in front of you, you hit them and you bitch about it, wah, fucking wah, you all right? I don't care, all right? Fucking cry me a river, all right? It gives me the shits how many people, both new and old, think they are like the cars owe them everything. Yes, the biker is always blamed for most accidents, okay? And that is an unfortunate reality of it. But don't add to the problem by being more of a dipshit and riding more dangerously to get yourself into situations where you're going to crash, okay? Now, I have ridden stupidly before. I used to lane split a little bit like I shouldn't have, okay? And guess what? If I was a learner, I would have crashed because once upon a time, people had to change lanes. He shouldn't have changed lanes, okay? But I was still doing way faster than I should have. And if I didn't know how to emergency brake, which you should practice, I would have gone straight into the back of him, okay? And since then, I tend to take it a little bit more calm because there's a saying for a reason, okay? It's that there's old riders and there is bold riders, but very, very rarely are there old and bold riders. And there's a reason for that. It's because usually the old and bold riders don't get to old because they're dead, okay? And oh no, Nathan, don't scare the riders away. Look, if you're scared of crashing, you shouldn't be on a motorbike. Or if you're still scared and you want to be on a bike, practice or take some courses to get better at it, okay? Because the unfortunate reality of riding a motorbike is, yes, it's cool, but fuck, it's dangerous, okay? And you can make it more dangerous or less dangerous depending on entirely on your attitude and ride as it is. Don't go punching mirrors, okay? I'm not an advocate for punching mirrors. I do love watching a video on it, but still. You hit a mirror, a car's going to win if he wants to crash into you. Sure, he might get an attempted murder charge, but that's if you're filming and you manage to catch his license plate. If you don't catch the plate, guess what, mate? No plate, no case. That's what the bikers say. It can apply to cars too. If no one sees the guy hit you and he drives away, well, tough shit, isn't it? Oh, just please, take it easy. Look at that lovely thing. Because too many times, especially online, you see bikers act like fucking heroes and then they end up getting themselves hurt. Or if you look at max risk, they'll cause someone else to crash. I'm a little bit passionate, can you tell? It really grinds my grindicles, mate. It really grinds my gears. Oh, a bit of dirty bird. Tell you what, I can go for some dirty bird. But no, Mum's made steak. And like a good boy, I shall eat Mum's cooking, even if the steak's overcooked. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, hello there. What has happened here? Has someone crashed up ahead? It sure looks like it. Oh boy, there's just accidents galore lately. What in tarnation? This is going to make for some good content. Well, let's go find out, shall we? Oh, that's a gnarly crash that's happened over there. I don't know where I'm going now. Well, I guess they'll be walking home if they make it home. That is unfortunate. That would have just happened. Well, that's ruined my plans. How dare you have an accident? Oh, I needed to go that way. Now I don't know where in God's name I'm going. The audacity of some people. So selfish, just having accidents on my route. Don't like that. Oh, Halloween. God, I don't know why people in this country do Halloween. It confuses me. But ladies and gents, I'm telling you, man, I've seen it happen so much. You see and you hear about the instances more so, I'd say, when you go to your bike nights, you start talking about the stories some people have about their accidents. And a lot of the time, if you just ask them why, or if they have footage of it, you look at it and you go, come on, mate. You're riding like an absolute tosser. Of course you're going to have an accident. But then you see other things happen, and guess what? Sometimes you agree. You go, damn, son, that guy was out of line. And then you realise very quickly, hey man, you're right. I was riding like a bit of a I shouldn't have done that. Ooh, that's a pretty big oopsie. Goodbye Peugeot. Well, I think that one's fair to say that thing's done for the time being. But yeah, please, ladies and gentlemen, don't ride like a dipshit. Because that's a car and they've lost control and crashed. Now imagine if you're on a bike and you did the same thing, alright? It's going to hurt a little bit more, it's going to hurt for a lot longer, and it's going to cost you a bit of money. Oh, and it's going to cost you time, because when you crash on a bike, it doesn't just cost you money. Because in a car, you're protected, you got airbags, you got lovely metal walls, you got a seat full of cushion. Guess what? You're on a bike, you have this lovely, lovely, relaxing bitumen to catch your fall. And a lot of time riders don't wear the right gear, and even if you do, it still hurts. You can break your collarbone. If you break a bone, that's 6 weeks of recovery, and then you got to go rehab it, man. It's just, it's not good. That's for sure. That's for sure. Come on, man. Change light, please. I tells you what, sit down and really, really spend some time watching some crashes, because I cannot tell you how many accidents or near accidents I have actually avoided, purely because I decided to do my morbid bit of research. But if anyone has met me before and you meet them and ask about me, they will tell you one thing. If I learn about something, you bet your ass I will learn everything there is to know about it, its history and origin, etc., etc. So I watch crashes, I watch why they crashed, I watch how, etc. And say maybe 7 times out of 10, a lot of those crashes are pretty avoidable. Whether it be target fixation, you like watch that, watching a video of someone target fixating, it's like, obviously you think about the concept, you go, I'd never do that, it's bullshit. Then you watch a video of someone actually doing it and you go, oh, I understand. And then you might do it one day and realize you might sort of zone yourself out. Like, I've done it before, but I clicked halfway through my zone and I was like, wait a minute, I'm zoning out. Or like I'm target fixating, and then I sort of righted the wrong, because like sometimes you got to do it a few times before it becomes second nature. But if you've done it once and you've watched enough about it, you might realize, and even if that split second of realization might save you from a dire crash, okay? Like, a low side sucks. If you can catch a low side, great. In most case scenarios, I'd say you probably won't. And if you do catch it, you're probably going to end up high siding, and you don't want a high side. If you're going to crash in that way, you'd rather low side than high side, because I tell you what, a high side is a one-way trip to a world of ouch or worse. So I low sided, and I'm glad I did. I didn't want a high side. High sides are painful. All right. Now I've been and ahhing if I should take the freeway back or the main road back, and I'm kind of leaning towards the freeway, but I feel like every time I come this way I take the freeway, so maybe I'll just take the main road. But we're already here. The light, oh, Guzman would be fat right now. Americans got Taco Bell, we got Guzman. I tell you what, Guzman is way better than Taco Bell. There's a reason we have like one or three Taco Bells in Victoria. And you eat it and you don't explode your guts afterwards, which is the best part about it. Shall we just do a little cheeky? Yes, we shall. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, though, I do hope you take what I've told you to heart, especially the newer riders. Look, it benefits older riders as well as newer riders, but I find older riders watch those kind of videos anyway. It's like Dashcam Australia or Dashcam videos. I think it's Moto Madness or something does it. I made it on that once because guess what? I did target fixation. I think, because I felt like I slid on the actual bitumen because the road was quite slippery, but I'm also fairly certain I target fixated a little bit, which didn't help, and that could have been a very bad day because it was like a big tradie truck coming through, so those utes would hurt if you hit them. I'm sure everyone's seen that one video of the guy going around the corner on the bike and then he hits the fire truck on the other side. Now, he survived that crash. Fortunately, he had all the help he needed on the scene. He target fixated, he broke a few bones, I'm pretty sure, but he was okay in the grand scheme of things. But that is a perfect example of target fixation, okay? Or when you watch a biker go into a corner and slip, like it's a corner like the one I'm going now. It looks virtually straight, but then they go panic and crash because they're like, uh-oh, and they... So, you gotta watch these videos and then you can, like, say, you'll learn when they don't counter steer or something, alright? Remember counter steering, you push left, you go left, you push right, you go right, alright? Pretty simple stuff. Some people, when they see a truck coming, they go, uh-oh, and they try and steer physically. So if the truck's there, I'm trying to steer that way. And guess what that does? Watch the bars. I'll push this way. Oh no, I'm going towards the truck. So adding some inexperience in with a bit of videos from experiences can help your inexperienced ass learn and therefore not crash as much, therefore not damage yourself and ride longer. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Oh, I do hope you listen. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have time for today. I do hope you've enjoyed the content. Please let me know down below your opinions and thoughts and what your take on it is. Join the Discord, get in here, subscribe, and as always, take it easy, keep it cheesy, ride safe, peace, bye!